Get ready for the dice you deserve. This is Cosmopunk. Blood and Sand. A homebrew Starfinder story featuring the crew of the Leica 7.
Hi, I'm RJ and I play V, a middle-aged, slightly overweight, slightly mad MB-Vesk mechanic and their drone flyby. V's the sort of mechanic who has the intellect to build a weapon of mass destruction, but not the intellect to know why they shouldn't.
Hey, I'm Pan and I play Bath, Kobold Android Mage, Lost Soul, Captain of Leica 7, and currently absent on the trail of her missing father and answers to her past.
Hello, and I'm Ty, and I play the Leica 7's weapons officer and local shifty-looking Yamultan coyote, Radar. He's just managed to get the interdimensional demon god from 10,000 years ago out of his brain, and is now desperately trying to not fill the gap with alcohol.
And I'm Cypher. I normally play the Leica 7's Yasaki operative otter Ryder, but for this campaign, I'll be the GM. You may recall from the last episode that Tabitha, Mel, and the two Leica 7 bodyguards spent their morning at a giant bustling marketplace out in the Acatonian desert, simply known as the Hive Market. Ryder's mum and her partner set about shopping for provisions, whilst Radar and V took the opportunity to do some shopping of their own. Keeping an eye on Tabs and Mel from a distance, Radar is accosted by a small Fennec girl, asking for help with a strategy board game. Radar is surprised to see a very familiar looking game, similar to chess, and was able to win against the opponent based on knowledge from his life pre-Gab. As a reward for winning, the Yamultan coyote is gifted one of his opponent's playing pieces as a memento. Then, V spotted a local arms dealer within the market, and the two mercenaries were able to haggle for parts and equipment to defend the house, as well as a new melee weapon for Radar. On their way out of the market, the group also encountered a victim of the vile narcotic known as Red Velvet, a blind, emaciated beggar who somehow knew Radar's species despite not having any eyes or prior knowledge of the functionally extinct Yamultan Empire. We now rejoin the Maxim family and their bodyguards as the runabout cruises back towards the capital. Episode 6. A Fire in the Distance. Alrighty, so everyone is in the runabout, just merrily cruising back down the highway. Can I get a perception roll?
From the pilot only, or everyone concerned?
Everyone on board.
You can! 23.
19, sorry.
19 and 23. Alright. You're kind of like in the back, sort of like strapped in. You don't really see it. You're more concerned about looking out over the desert and what just happened with Radar. But Radar, you're kind of piloting back. You look at the city of Al coming up on the horizon, and there's a lot of pollution coming out of the city, like out of the tall buildings. There's like steam vents, but from the center of the city, there is a pillar of black smoke rising up from like the city center between all of the tower blocks.
Was that there yesterday?
Nope.
V, could you come to the cockpit a minute?
On
comms, that was, sorry.
Squeezes up past Mel and Tab.
You could get your head past the pilot seat and forwards, and that's it. You are not getting in the cockpit. V?
Shit's on fire, yeah?
What's going on, boys? What's going on?
Where is that?
How often does this city catch fire?
What's wrong? Is that a fire?
V just points out, it's like, yep.
Look, come up to the cockpit. Yeah. V, if you could move so other people could see, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, Tabitha kind of squeezes past you, looks out. Oh, yes, look at that. Must be some sort of fire in the city. I'm sure that I'm sure the fire crews will get it under control. Wouldn't worry too much.
What's the border security like when stuff like that happens?
You should be fine. You've got this vehicle registered, haven't you?
Yeah, it's registered to Edmund Voss. So
Edmund Voss, who's he then?
It's Radar. He likes that name.
Oh, I see. Radar's your code name. Okay. No, you should be fine. Once your ship's registered, they probably won't bother you on the way back through border control.
Over comms, after V sat down and let everyone's back to flying on it, they're like, what do you reckon the chances are Ryder's involved with it?
Well,
out of 101, I'm going to go with 100.
I'm hoping slim to nil. I'm expecting quite high.
Yeah. looks entirely certain. There's Ryder's hallmarks all over it.
It's just an explosion in a city in the distance, that's all.
What's wrong, Tabitha? I don't know, some kind of fire in the city. Oh, I hope everyone's okay.
V's just smiling in the back.
V?
I hope they aren't. So it thinks V to themselves.
Have you got your data pad?
ID?
Well, I'm flying, so I can't use mine because it's frowned upon.
Yeah, it is.
Can you check the news?
GM smiles.
V's gonna check, I don't know, ABC News.
ABC News. Well, you've got HNN, which is kind of the main news station here.
HNN.
It's a relativistic news station. It does the news at the time it is where you are. It exists in like a quantum bubble.
Oh, does it?
Yes.
I love quantum news.
So yeah, V's gonna take a look through. Do you want a computer's roll just for...
Yeah, go on, give me a computer roll.
19. That's a good roll. Which plus 19 means that I get 38.
19, okay, yeah. You look through the local news, HNN, going through stories for Arl and Acton, and you can't see anything yet. This looks like it's pretty much just happened.
Yep, you know what to do then. V checks Twitter.
He checks Twitter.
Yeah, or whatever the space equivalents of Twitter and Reddit are. When in doubt, go to forums.
Hopping back across several metaverses.
So you go on the Starfinder version of Twitter, whatever it is. You don't need to roll computers again. There are like a few panicked tweets from people saying, huge fire in city, what just happened? Unhappy face. Saying, I can see smoke from industrial district. What's happening? Lots of kind of like panicked questions. Nobody's really answering at this point. Somebody's saying, this is definitely gang war. This is definitely Sandstorm 9. This is some sort of attack on their production district. I know I am a conspiracy nut. No.
Yes, thank you, first name bunch of numbers.
I have done extensive research. But yeah, there's nothing really immediate yet in the news. Looks like it's only just occurred, sort of thing.
V makes a mental note of Sandstorm 9, because they're Orange Stripe, aren't they?
They are the Orange Stripe, yes. They are, like, you reckon they're the second biggest gang that's troubling Arl at the moment?
Duly United. Thinks V to themselves.
So yeah, you're kind of cruising back to Arl. Again, bunch of later. No, you don't have any trouble at border control. You go straight through. You have to sort of wait a little bit because there's like traffic piling up now, but you get through easily, and you land back at 32 Roseboro Avenue. You sort of shuffle in. Tabitha and Mel sort of like start unpacking all the groceries, putting all the food away, stock it into the fridge, various cupboards. And almost as soon as you get in, you hear the sound of a kettle boiling. Tea is en route. Aside from that, Tabitha's like coughing and spluttering a bit. She heads to the lounge and she takes a few more deep breaths of her medicine.
Oh, we forgot to go to the fucking pharmacy, didn't we?
Oh no, that's fine. I've got enough supply for now. It's just maybe at the end of the week we can go out and get some more. Tlayson like lifts the mask up and places it into her shaking hands, and she takes another few deep breaths. Mel doesn't seem to worry too much about this. She knows Tabs is in good hands, and she's like going through a cookbook and pointing at things. I was thinking of grackle curry tonight. Is curry all right with you two?
Sounds great to me. Yeah.
Curry? Yeah.
I got a spare moment. I can run out to the pharmacy if you want, just in case.
Oh no, it's fine, dear. I don't want to be a bother. And also I've got to be at Aquarobics soon. We just come home to unpack, and then we're going to head out.
Fair enough.
Yeah, they'll like sort of unpack, and yeah, Tab's going to say, we can do a bit of driving if you want. As I say, we've got a car. It's not that far away. It's in the local community centre.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sounds good.
Right then, I'll get the keys. She like sort of pats Des on the head on the way past. They go back outside, and they go to their garage, and. Inside is their car, which is like a hover version of a Chrysler PT Cruiser.
No, good grief.
Yeah, it's a very old lady car.
A PT cruiser.
The modern one, not the one from the 20s.
File that under vehicles that V will never be seen in.
Yes.
So, Radar, you're taking them to Aquarobics.
No, I have to stand in this house and start prepping the drone for the upgrades, V.
V's shoving Radar into the car. Sounds
and
great.
radar is pushing back and powering up the power glove that he's just purchased and V keeps pushing.
Oh, you wouldn't dare.
Roll initiative.
Then Radar does the thing where he does like the 2 fingers at his eyes and then the 2 at V, and then walks away from the car backwards.
Come on, lads, are you coming?
Oh,
V
we could
resists.
both go, V.
V resists the urge to grab Radar by the tail.
Yes, V. After you, in you get.
Now, you know what? I think it's probably safer I follow in Stanley, from a distance, just to make sure they're not tailed.
Get in the car.
Follow in the van.
Oh, you can take the van if you want. I don't know what the parking's going to be like at the community centre.
Yeah, it's alright, I'll just park on top of someone else's car.
Yeah, we can do that.
Vertical parking. And Mel's like, oh, you two are going to tail us, are you? Okay, that's fine. And she climbs into this hover PT cruiser, and so does Tabs. And they both started up.
Radar gets in the back of the van,
Fine, all right.
House closed.
closes the doors and locks them.
Yeah, it's the worst vehicle I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, V, the floor panel's coming off again.
Ray. Stanley is structurally sound now, and they have been for a while. Ever since they bought all the other parts from the other second round.
This is Ty. This is Ty talking now. Yes, you have done all of that, but like the runabout, it will be in a perpetual state of disrepair.
I will not have my plans slandered like that.
Oh, it's so easy to wind you up. Anyway,
Stanley's a good man.
they both pootle along to the local swimming pool on one wing of the community centre, just outside of the Oasis district. And it's a local pool. It's indoors. Looks big and air conditioned inside. You can hear the sort of dull thump of energetic music coming from within. Smell of chlorine from the pool water. There's a set of wooden bleachers inside where some people are sitting. And yeah, Tabs and Mel they park up in the car park inside, and they step out, and they're kind of waving you down, sort of thing. You going to park up next to them or nearby?
Yeah, V'll park up nearby.
Yeah.
Seems like a safe enough neighbourhood.
Yeah, it's a pretty safe neighbourhood by the looks of things. Yeah, it's just a community centre.
Radar is not taking his guns.
Aw, well that's nice.
No, because he's taking his power glove.
You taking your Doom Fist with you?
He's got his Doom Fist and his eyeball laser, so he's good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. V probably most of V's guns are still in the house. They've just got Paolo's pistol with them and flyby.
Yeah, that works.
V counts as always armed.
Yes, they've got their Vesk claws. But yeah, Tabs is walking up alongside the side of the vehicle. It's should you boys, I don't know, case the joint, or shall we just go inside?
Like normal. Well,
also, V's fists do 1d3 plus 18. I'd say that's pretty good.
What?
Yikes.
So that's between 19 and 21 damage.
Yes.
Per
fist.
This guy in half,
And remember, they can do it twice because.
Per fist, yeah.
Is it slashing or bludgeoning?
It's bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're just punching with giant meaty
Yeah.
Vesk fists.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a bad time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it looks like there's a class starting inside. So, shall we go inside? You don't have to come and watch us. We're just going to be doing some exercise, about half an hour or so. Maybe some time in the jacuzzi if we feel like it later.
Yeah, alright. We'll be hanging around.
Yeah.
Okay. Nope, that's fine. That's fine. And yeah, she goes inside with Mel. They go into a changing room, and they come out in swimsuits. And it's mostly aquatic mammals here. There's water voles, muskrats, there's some other otters, there's a fishing bat, and they're all bobbing around in the pool, looking up at this very athletic and sprightly looking young Patra. And it looks like she sort of flicks on a boombox next to her, and she starts doing stretches, and you can very distantly hear her. She's like, and she still does this in time for the music. And yeah, that's that's the Aquarobics class.
So, this is what old people do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fascinating.
Yeah. Go to the market, do whatever this is, buy whatever that is, looking over at the car.
I mean, it's an existence. I'm not sure it's one for me, yeah.
I guess it's peaceful, you know. They seem happy and not stressed. You know.
Well, I think any stress we're seeing is probably due to our presence.
Yes.
Well, it's not our fault. We didn't choose to threaten Ryder's mum, so...
Correct, we're here to do a job.
And yeah, after about 15 minutes or so of this, can I get a perception, please?
You may.
That's
That
18
is-
plus 19, which is 37?
That's way more than I got. I got 24.
Okay, so V, yeah, you notice it. You're sort of like chatting with Radar. The aircon in the van is broken. You don't seem to care, but Radar, it's getting pretty fucking hot in here. But over by the entrance to this car park, you see like a hover version of a crisp white sedan pull up. And the door swings open, and these two very heavy-set looking Yusaki step out. And they're both like rats. They're both wearing jet black suits. And they've got a red keffiyeh around their necks with black pattern work etched into it. And they kind of shuffle out of their car, they say something to each other behind their hands, and they're pointing over to the pool.
Hey, V.
Yeah, I know. What do you reckon? You reckon they're there for aquaponics?
They don't look like the sort of people who might have to step up, shall we say.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. What's the tag on their car?
The tag? What do you
License plate.
The tag. Check you out.
But they're just cool tags.
It's some generic license plate. It looks like an Arlean license plate.
He
It's
makes
got
the
some,
notes of it.
a little red circle. Okay,
Yeah.
you take a message of their license
And more
plate.
importantly,
It's,
is it local district or is it registered out of town?
It's local district. They sort of shuffle over to the door, the same one that Tabitha and Mel went into, and they push it open and they walk inside.
Okay.
What do you do?
V's probably going to tail them with flyby, unobtrusively, not up in their face.
Okay, so yeah, V sort of sends Flyby out the window. Flyby comes in through the door, and you can hear this music much more prevalently. Okay, now touch the bottom, stretch out those legs. There we go, nice and limber. And she's still going. And over in the corner, these two Yusaki are just like, they're sort of stood there. They're doing the bodyguard thing. They've got their hands like held out in front of them. And can I get a perception from Flyby?
So it's 18 plus 10. It's 28.
From Flyby? Yep.
From flyby, yeah.
Okay. They are very specifically pointing over to Ryder's mum and Mel. They're singling them out and talking to each other behind their hands again, sort of nodding, and then just fold their arms and lean up against the wall.
What's happening, V?
Alright, those two rat Yusaki, they're definitely involved with Ryder's mum and Mel. As far as I can tell, they're really seeking them out, but they haven't made a move yet, which means they don't want to be too overt about it.
Could we position ourselves to react if we need to?
Yeah, give me a sec. V's going to start the van, back it up, and move it until it's in the space behind this white hover sedan, and then they're going to get out, unhitch the winch, run the winch line to the underside of this hover sedan, just
Right.
wrap it around something solid, like a tow hook point or something.
Okay. Can I get an engineering to wrap it around like
Yes.
the tow hook on
I
the
am an
sedan?
engineer, and that
No hook. Rear axle.
it's a hover car, it doesn't have axles.
It doesn't have an axle, no.
But 32
Rear hover thruster.
basically hooked onto something solid enough that
They can't get off. Yeah.
I mean it's a £2,000 hover sedan versus a £9,000 ground van. So
Yeah, and your van has got torque and the hover vehicle does not. So
Yeah.
it's just a
Very
precaution,
true.
and they're going to keep the winch line slack, so it's not
Yeah.
it's not like an obvious tripwire.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was your engineering, sorry?
That was 12 plus 20, which is 32.
Okay, yeah, that's plenty. You sort of very surreptitiously or stealthily get out and check no one's looking, and you run a cable from your van's winch at the back, and you hook it around some kind
the winch on the front.
Winch on the front, sorry.
Yeah.
And yeah, you hook it to... There's some kind of, like, thruster stabilizer that you just, like, swing it round. It looks stable enough that it'll hold and won't budge. And yeah, you've now tied your van to this sedan.
What do you want me to do, V?
Do you want to get inside there? Don't cause a scene, but see if you can get an angle on them. Find out why they're singling out Ryder's mum.
You want me to... You know I'm just going to go up and hit them, right?
Well, I mean, I'm hoping you're going to be more subtle with it, with that fancy new glove you just bought. We don't know their full motives yet.
Looks at the battle glove, looks at VMAS slightly again, looks back at the battle glove.
Like I said, just keep an eye on them. Don't cause a scene yet.
I know, I'll go over and pretend I'm security.
See what their deal is. Yeah, I mean, that could work.
Yeah, alright.
Try not
Cool.
to let Ryder's mum or Mel see you either. We don't want them getting alarmed.
Okay, right. Okay, go over there. Right, okay.
Okay, so you're gonna, like, get out of the van and go into the pool, right, are you? And Flyby's in there already.
Yeah, just quietly, and he's going to walk out there like he owns the place.
Right, okay, so yeah, you strut out of Stanley, sort of shove the swing door open on the entrance. There's like a little reception area to the side. She kind of nods to you.
So are those two stood in the pool area?
Yeah, they're stood in the pool area, like next to the bleachers, sort of thing. And they're like just waiting casually, like looking out the window, looking nonchalant, checking their watch, sort of thing.
Yeah. Do we know how long until the next aerobics class is?
She said she was going to be like an hour, and it's been about 15-20 minutes.
Okay. So I'm running this through in my head. Basically, go out there and just tell them that the next aerobics class isn't for another 40 minutes. They'll have to leave and come back.
Well, I mean, the music is like thumping at this point. Ryder's mum and Mel probably wouldn't notice if you like caused a little bit of a kerfuffle, but
We'll try the subtles. We'll try the subtle, and if there's a kerfuff, he will fuffle.
Yeah.
I see.
Try and couple them into a changing room where they can't get seen.
Since we have a comms.
So yeah, what do you do?
Right, yeah, he'll stride right up to them.
All right, so you're not even going to bother coming in stealthily. They notice you coming over, and they look quite shocked. And the bigger one, he's like he's like a white Yasaki rat with like a black patch on his eye. Goes, "Who the bloody hell are you?"
My name is Edward Voss, and I'm head of security of this area. And gentlemen, the next aerobics class is not for another 40 minutes, so you're either going to have to leave and come back, or explain what you are doing here.
One sec. Security. Do most security officers walking around wearing battle gloves? Indicates to your hand.
Oh yes, they do. Especially if there might be a threat.
You just hear over comms.
Sassel.
This Yasaki kind of like straightens his lapels and he looks over to his comrades and sort of says, "We're just picking our mum up after swimming classes, aren't we, Grease?" Grease says, Yeah, that's what we're doing."
Oh yeah? Which one's your mum?
He sort of looks over to the pool and says, "Tabitha Maxon."
Radar grabs him by the throat.
He immediately is like, "Right, come on then, you fuck, I'll have you. And his comrade is like, No, slash, not here, mate, not here. There's people's grandmothers and shit over there.
Radar is going to drag him.
Here, you can start a riot.
He's going to drag him towards a changing room.
Yeah, okay, so he's like, just scuffling with you. He's like itching for a fight, this guy.
What's the other
None
one
of the
doing?
swimming class seems to notice. They're still like dancing and doing their acrobics. The
They're
parts
throwing shapes.
the parts will kind of like look over her shoulder and look a little confused seeing this, but she doesn't do anything. She's got a class to run.
Oh, does Radar see her?
Yeah, he spots her doing this.
Yeah, he'll with his free hand, he'll just thumbs up and just drag the guy away.
Okay, yeah, she nods to you and like carries on with her thing. And yeah, there is a changing room, like between the bleachers sort of thing.
A changing room. Excellent.
Over comms, you hear.
What's the crack?
Yep, they're definitely here for Ryder's mum.
Alright, kill one of them, keep the other one alive.
Do me a favour, V. Make your way to the changing room between the bleachers.
What business is it with you? Fuck! And he's like scuffling
up.
with you.
Shut up.
Yeah, V's gonna lock up the van and head out to the changing rooms as well.
Okay, so Grease is kind of like going into the changing room, and he's he looks like he's fretting, sort of thing. But this other rat Yosaki is kind of like itching for a fight. He's like staring you down as you carry him, sort of thing.
Radar has him held by the power glove, and it is on and audibly thrumming, so I hope he can hear it.
Oh yeah, but he doesn't seem. I think with intimidate rolls and intimidate tactics, you don't always respond to intimidation with fear. There is a fight or flight response, and some people will pick fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are like knee-high to a Yamultron or a Vesk.
Oh sure.
Yeah. If we were a couple of generations back evolutionary-wise, this would be dinner.
So yeah, V's in the change room as well. So they just come in and like, so what? Radar's got this rat Yosaki by the throat against a wall, and then the other one's just like dithering in the corner.
Oh no, he's dragging him into the changing room. He's actually looking for like a cubicle with a toilet in it.
Okay, so yeah, you go into this changing room, and like it's a standard changing room. There's like lockers on the side of it, urinals, toilets, another toilet stalls. Sorry, another wooden bench in the center for changing, and this Yosaki rat that you've got in your arms, lovingly embracing us, sort of saying, "What the fuck are you doing, Grease? Fucking stop him!" And Grease like looks up at you and and looks up at Slash.
Can I make an intimidate roll to glare back at Grease?
It's too late. He has already pulled out a pistol.
Oh, brilliant! I'm going to hit him with Slash.
Roll initiative.
30.
30. Okay.
I got that 20, and it's plus 10 for Radar's initiative. As he beats a Yosaki with another Yosaki.
And V, are you like in this fight yet? Have you like come into the changing room?
I don't know, because so after Radar said, "Can you get in here?" V will have started heading in, but it's up to you to decide how far V gets before Radar starts playing Yosaki bowling.
Okay,
Just
you see,
bring him in round 2 sort of thing.
There's a pool in the way. You've got to like go around this pool to get into the changing room. So
Yeah.
I'm going to say,
they've got
2 turns.
V's got to take their boots off to walk around the pool, so that's a good round's worth of effort.
Yeah. No running in the pool.
No running in the pool. No. Okay, so Radar, you're going first.
Yep. Right, he's going to look at which is the one that's pulled the pistol. Is it Grease?
Yeah, Grease has pulled the pistol, and it's like very sort of sleek black thing, but it's got a silencer on the end of it that's longer than it is.
Oh wow, these guys are like tier 1 assassins. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What couldn't we afford? Proper people. Okay, what have we got? These
fuckers. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay, he's going to literally lean straight into this guy's face, almost like with his head on the barrel, and say, "You have one shot, and then you are both dead. Drop it." Do you want me to roll the intimidate?
Yep. Roll intimidate.
Yeah.
Do it.
32. I rolled a 19. This dice, man.
Yep. Okay. No. Yeah. You see him, his hands held out, pointing this gun at you, and he's fucking trembling and shaking.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your entire go?
I think it's actually an action to intimidate. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
The other action will be holding his other buddy so we can't attack him, basically.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going to say Slash is grappled at this point, just for free.
Yeah.
He gets a minus to a lot of rolls. But Slash is going to try and grapple you back. He's going to roll his eyes at his comrade's ineptitude, and he's going to like grab your lapels and try and get out of this grapple and get behind your neck, sort of like hop onto your shoulders, sort of thing.
Yeah. So it's CMD he's got to beat.
Okay.
You're trying to grapple Radar to take control of the grapple. You've got to beat his Radar's CMD, and his CMD is 35.
Okay. Let's see. He's rolled a 19, and his strength is +2.
So that would be 21.
So 21. So no, he doesn't beat it. He kind of like fumbles a bit, struggles, doesn't.
Unless he gets a nat 20, he cannot escape that grapple.
No. So he's like groaning in this. Get off me, fuck!
Sorry, in my head, Radar's just got him held by like the collar of his jacket.
He's just like doing the thing where he's like trying to like fist like.
Yeah, he's trying to like punch like roundhouse like punch Radar, and he just can't reach.
Yeah, at this point, Grease is gonna, he's intimidated, he's gonna shut his eyes and take a shot with the silenced pistol.
Oh, he's firing into a melee. There's a chance he might hit his friend.
Yes.
We only need one alive, but we want the competent one alive. Rather than...
I don't want the competent one alive. I want the one that's a coward alive, because then we can bully the information out of him without having to kill him.
They never tell the cowards anything. It's always the competent ones that know shit.
We'll see.
Okay, so
he's pulled the trigger on this massive silenced weapon.
Pulled the trigger on this massive silenced weapon. He was shaking, so I'm going to take a -5 to hit. I think that's enough. Okay. Yeah, he pulls the trigger on this thing. There's like a little, and a ceramic tile crumbles behind your head. Mm-hmm. He's going to look at and see if he shot you. Realised he hadn't, and sort of, oh bloody hell! And yeah, he's going to try and aim properly now. And at this point, I'm going to say he is no longer intimidated. He's like trying to look after his friend, sort of thing. And it's back to you, Radar. One turn has passed.
Can I have a free action to say, I warned you, and then hit him with the Yosaki?
Throw this ganger at him.
Throw? No, swing. I'm not letting go of him.
Oh, you're going to use him as a club. All right.
Yeah.
That's an unarmed strike, I
It's
think.
an improvised weapon.
Improvised weapon. Yeah, you're using a Yosaki to hit another Yosaki.
Have you ever been so coyote that you've hit a Yosaki with another Yosaki? Yeah,
So
it's
yeah,
just
roll
that. Yeah.
just a straight battle attack bonus plus a d20 to hit.
Luckily, you cannot crit with improvised weapons, because I've just rolled a 20.
Well, I mean, you easily hit this guy.
Yeah.
You sort of swing at Slash. He tumbles across the floor, and there's a cry of pain, and he drops his gun. It slides across the tiles and goes like under a locker.
Can Radar then reach down and pick him up as well?
You want to pick both of them up? No,
Yeah.
that's another full action. You've just taken one. in
Yeah,
attacking
that's
this guy.
fine. I'm happy with beating a Yosaki with another Yosaki. What does the Yosaki weapon take in damage?
The Yosaki weapon doesn't take any damage.
Does it not?
No, but Slash does Grease does, because he's just been floored by the hard skull of his comrade. So can you roll damage, please, with unarmed strike?
Sure. What is that? Unarmed is D3. Do you not want improvised weapon?
I've got something called a club here, which is 1d6 plus 8 bludgeon.
It'll be.
I mean, that's
that or
probably.
D4.
I mean, Yosaki weighs about the same as a club, so.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, do that.
And then there's
So
a.
D6, yeah.
Yeah.
D6 plus strength bonus plus whatever. Yeah. Cool. So that is 3 damage total.
3 damage. Okay. So yeah, there's a little shriek of pain. Slash skids across the floor. But he can't find his gun. He's looking for it. And yeah, he takes 3 damage. Okay, it is now Slash's go. So yeah, he's still being held. He is once again going to try and... Actually, no, he is going to reach into his jacket and pull out a brass knuckle.
Is
And
he
sort of-
grappled?
Yes, he is.
I'd like to take an attack of opportunity to prevent that happening.
Okay, yep, do an unarmed strike.
It's only 9 plus 8, that is 16.
That does not
No,
hit.
that's 17.
That still does not hit. No,
He's Wrigley.
He's Wrigley. He kind of like swings out the side of it. He slots this brass knuckle on and he just sort of clocks you on the jaw.
Okay. It's KAC, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah, so no, he kind of, I imagine he kind of like thwomps you in the side of the jaw with this thing and you don't even budge.
I don't even Radar doesn't blink, he just continues staring at him.
Okay, Slash is looking pretty fucking angry at this point. He's like snarling at you. But it's like thumping a fridge. It's just...
Thank you, by the way, for giving me this moment.
That's alright. But these are quite
waited-
low-level thugs.
Yeah, sometimes it's just nice to have tier 1s to fight again.
Yeah, but I mean, they haven't sent their fucking A game out, obviously, at this point.
Clearly. They weren't expecting frigging 2 murderous engineers.
They were not expecting 2 bodyguards, no.
Sorry, just
What?
had a stupid, completely off-the-wall thing. You know the film The Bodyguard?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a scene in my head, and it's V, and they're holding Radar's crumpled body in the rain while fucking that song plays.
Oh, and I
Oh dear.
will always love you. Beautiful.
V's the one in the suit, and Radar's just like a crumpled mess in their arms. Anyway, yeah, let's go back to beating up rats.
Yeah, it's Grease's turn. He's gonna fumble around for his gun underneath his locker and finds it. He picks it up. He sort of rolls onto his back, and he's gonna take another shot. That is a 19 on the dice plus 5. That's still not enough, is it?
No. Close.
No. Close.
Yeah, 24, right? He needs to beat 27.
Okay, so I like to imagine that bounces off like your shoulder or something, but it's the metal one, so it just goes off the armor.
Ding.
Yeah.
Oh. Free action for Radar to slow head turn.
Yeah, you've already rolled Intimidate. He is, like, pissing himself at this point, you can see.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the end of the round. Back to you, Radar. And at this point, I'm going to say V walks in through the changing room doors. You are greeted to the sight of Radar holding a Yosaki lovingly in his arms, while another is cowering on the floor, pointing a gun up at him.
Huh. Well, you got this under control, then? Chuckles V.
Who the bloody hell are you?
I'm security?
Oh, piss off, Vesk.
I'll shut up. I'm going to kick the one that told him to piss off.
Well,
That's what
Radar's
Radar's
holding
holding.
that one. Yeah. Yeah, V is in the fight now. Yeah, roll initiative, V.
Yeah, I was going to say V rolled a 3 for initiative, so we'll get to that.
A 3?
Oh my god.
Oh, they get a +1 to that, so it's a 4 for initiative.
So 4. Okay, so you're going last. That's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, top of the round, Radar.
Right. Radar's going to lean over. Is it Grease, the one on the floor again?
The one on the floor is Grease, yes.
Yeah. He's going to say, I'm going to give you one more chance to drop the gun.
He's shaking again, but he's not dropping the gun.
And then Radar's going to tighten the grip on his friend.
Oh my god, it's literally that sticker of Ryder, which is like in the massive grip.
Yeah.
Only it's Slasher.
Slash, yeah. And he looks considerably more mean and grizzled than Ryder does. But yeah, he is going to try and bite you. He's not going to bother with the unarmed strike. Now, Yosaki have their
Teeth.
own weapons. Well, I mean, yeah, they have. They can take a feat. Natural weapons. Yosaki have long, sharp teeth. They can deal 1d3 piercing damage with unarmed strikes.
Yeah, so you roll an unarmed strike to hit, and then the damage is 1d3
Sure. Okay.
piercing. Yeah.
Oh, nat 20. So that does hit.
He does hit.
Yep.
It doesn't have a critical, so you just double the damage. So it'll be 1d3 times 2.
So that's done 12 damage times 2. It's 24.
Yep, so 24 damage to Radar. 102 minus 24.
Yeah. So this this guy bites you.
78?
He's he looks like he's choking, so he's got no other alternative. The brass knuckles done nothing, so he just like chomps into your hand, sort of thing.
Yeah, so because it's coming from stamina, can we say he bit into the metal arm?
I think that's probably going to break his teeth. He's probably going to...
No, because they're Yosaki. They're quite tough. They're rats. It's just, because it's not doing health damage. It's just, it makes more sense to me to be into the metal arm.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. So he sort of bites down into this thing. Imagine it goes into like the rubberized plastic that's part of the ligaments and whatnot.
The ceramic. He's got around the ceramic plate basically, and he's biting something vital.
Yeah, so it doesn't cause any pain, but that is going to do some kind of mechanical damage to like the ligaments of the hand. So I'm going to have to ask for a dexterity roll to maintain your grip on this fella.
Yep, maintaining the grapple with only a 13.
Only a 13. Oh, his CMD is 18. So
I
you
didn't
drop
beat
him.
it. Yeah,
Yep.
let him go. Yeah.
So yeah, your hand kind of like twitches a bit, and he leaps out of your grip, and he's going to use his move action to hop up onto the wooden benches that are here.
Is he moving out of a threatened square?
You're still close to him, but he's just trying to like get more on your level now.
Attack of opportunity is what I'm asking for, basically.
Oh, sure, yeah. Go on, give me attack of opportunity.
I'm going to use that attack to grapple him.
You're going to try and re-grapple him.
Yeah. That's 19 on the dice.
19, and that beats his CMD. So yeah, you immediately grapple him again.
Yeah. I'm going to be that really irritating character for this one that just keeps grabbing people.
Just keeps snatching people out of the fucking air.
Yeah.
So yeah, he drops down onto the floor, and he just has time to catch his breath before he is immediately picked up by the lapels again. He doesn't say anything. He's just like gasping for breath at this point. Moving on to Grease. He is going to notice that V has just come into the room and going to turn his gun on V, sort of panically.
No, V just comes round the corner into the changing room, sees like Radar holding up this Isoki gangster by the... I mean, what are these guys wearing? They're both just wearing these smart black suits, though.
Yeah, they're both
That's what
wearing
I'm
like
imagining, yeah.
smart black suits, and they've got a red keffiyeh around the neck. V, 19 to hit.
Is that kinetic or energy? Is it a random... it's silence, isn't it? So it'll be a kinetic gun.
Yep, it's kinetic.
Bullet, yeah.
What was it, 19?
19.
Meets V's armor class.
Ooh, so that does hit. Okay, so he like swing shots around and just pulls the trigger, and it does hit you. It only does 8 damage though.
Ooh, so it's probably like a winging hit if it's -8.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's like snapshot towards you, so he hasn't really had that much time to aim.
So V just comes around the corner. There's like, oh, we'll see you got a undercut. Bang! It's like, what the fuck?
It's not even bang. It's like.
Sci-fi silencers actually work.
Yep. Yeah, they don't do that in real life, do they?
No, they
It's not
don't.
like a
They
gunshot.
really don't. They just make the noise travel less distance.
There's like the sound of thumping club music outside while this is happening anyway, so they don't really hear the silenced gunshot go off anyway. You're fine.
Where have they hit V? And this is important.
In the shoulder, in the left shoulder.
That ruins their Godzilla shirt.
Oh no!
Oh.
We have to kill them all now. I mean, so V comes down the corner, sees this, gets shot in the shoulder, looks down, looks at their formerly pristine Godzilla shirt that they spent ages finding in their size.
Because Ryder recommended this Godzilla movie.
Looks back at
Because they don't make Godzilla shirts in Godzilla size generally.
looks back at this little like rat fucker and just growls.
Oh fuck! Oh god! Yeah, he's like a little a brown rat, but his colleague
Very
is.
proud at this point.
Oh, it's getting browner, yeah. And his colleague Slash is like a white rat with a black patch on his eye. That's how I'm picturing
Danger
it.
Mouse? Is that you?
It's not Danger Mouse. It's way gruffer than Danger Mouse.
Danger Mouse's Gritty 2000 reboot? Is that you?
no.
Yeah, so
But yes, V, it is now your turn.
how close is Grease to V?
He's on the floor next to you, like 1 square away, sort of thing.
Right, I'm gonna pick him up and shove him in a locker.
Beautiful.
Little
Love it.
toothy-faced, snotty-nosed, rat-fucking bastard.
Okay, I'm gonna need a grapple roll.
Okay,
It's
so
gotta beat his CMD.
he gets a +10 to unarmed strike by dint of being fair.
Shit.
So it's 21.
Yeah.
21, yeah, you just beat it. So you pick this guy up, and he kind of wriggles in your grasp. He's like, oh fuck, let me go! He's like beating on your fists.
It's not even going to be a close locker as well. They're going to pick a locker on the other side of the room and yeet him at it as hard as they can.
Oh.
As long as it has an open door.
Yeah, there's one with an open door, and you sort of... Give me a throw roll.
19. Sorry, I rolled a 9 on that.
That, you sort of yeet him across the room, he slams into a locker. The door doesn't shut. He sort of just groans in pain. He's upside down now.
10 total of his 1d6 plus 8.
10 total. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, you do 10 damage to him.
Yeah, no, just go over there and shut the door.
Yeah, I was going to say, and then V just shuts the door.
Well, that's going to be a move action, and that's you're probably not going to be able to shut the door within your move action.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so you're just walking over to this guy now. He's upside down, just dazed inside this locker. Back to the top, Radar, your turn.
Right. Radar's gonna
Got Slash
Slowly
back
hit.
in your grip.
gonna slowly head turn back to Slash, and then push him into a cubicle with a toilet in it, and turn him upside down.
What the bloody hell are you doing? Oh, fuck off. You're not going to do that, are you? What is this, high school?
And then he's going to push him in the water. And hold him there until he's wriggling really, really hard, and then the wriggling starts to slow down, and then he'll pull him out.
Fucking hell. I guess you got him grappled, so you can kind of do what you want with him at this point. He's kind of malleable.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if you want to drop Radar out of combat or anything, or if this guy's going to keep fighting.
this guy is going to keep fighting. You haven't done any damage to him yet, so yeah, he's still up for a fight. He's still muscling for a fight.
He's getting the world's most awful swirly right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's going to attempt another, just a strength roll to get out of the grapple. That is... Ooh, that's pretty high. Nope, not 35, so yeah, he's just wriggling at this point.
I think it's going to be... It's nat 20s to get out of it, basically.
Yeah, he's like thumping on the sides of the cistern sort of shit. No.
Oh, no. Oh, God, I've been in this position.
Oh, Christ, really? I feel sorry for you.
It's King Alfred's, man.
But that's his go. Grease is going to, like, try and sort of shake himself off, and he hops back up in this locker, but he's, like, perched inside it now. V, he is going to leap at you and attempt to grapple. He's
the Vesk.
He's terrified, but yeah, he's going to try and leap out of this locker and try and latch onto you.
That's hilarious.
Mm-hmm. 19 again on the dice, plus 2 for strength and 5 for battle attack bonus.
And that's against, what's that, V's
CMD.
Oh, there it is. Years ago, CMD 27.
Okay, so that's 26. Doesn't quite beat your grapple. So he leaps out of this locker, latches onto you, and just sits there, just hanging off your front, looking up lovingly into your eyes.
I don't know if it's in this version or not, but if you fail to grapple someone, I think they get an attack of opportunity.
Let's say, yeah, go on.
I think it's real cool and it's quite cinematic.
Yeah, go
it's
on.
Like he's gone to try and like throw you, and you're just like, no.
V almost feels sorry for them. I mean, it's clearly this guy's experience. It's like,
they ruined your Godzilla shirt.
V, look,
there will be no survivors.
This shirt was... I bought this on the advice of a good friend of mine, and you've put a fucking big hole on it. But luckily for you, out of the pair of us, I'm the nice one. So here's the deal. I'm going to punch you in the face and throw you in this locker.
We're just doing a job, mate. What the bloody hell are you lot doing here?
Shut up. And you're going to stay in the locker. Or if you come out, I'm going to punch you in the face until your skull's two-dimensional.
This is a long conversation. I don't think you can have this.
I mean, he's just hanging off me. And it's my go. So I've got enough time for a bit of it.
So you're not even going to attack, you're just going to taunt him.
You get 6 seconds of free chatting.
Yeah, I mean, that's less than 6 seconds. So, and I'm going to pair that up with an intimidate roll as well, because, you know.
Sure, give me an intimidate roll.
Big scary vest. 19. So, 19 for intimidate.
Okay. Sense motive. Yeah, he lets go of you. He sort of like drops down and he like backs up against the locker and his legs are shaking.
What's
he is really regretting his decision to try and grapple you.
All the way into the locker?
No, not all the way into the locker. He's like up against the walls next to them, sort of thing. But he's like trembling and sort of cowering at this point. In fact, conditions cowering. Done. Right, Radar, back to you.
Yeah. How is he starting to struggle less yet?
Yeah, he is. There's like bubbles coming up from the toilet now, and he's starting to struggle less and hit a little weaker on the system.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold him in there for 3 seconds, and then lift him, and the radar's just gonna say, "Who sent you?"
Oh, fuck you!
And he'll put him back in. This Yasoki's not done yet.
Is that all of your go?
Yeah. Radar's going to keep dunking him until he gets an answer, or the guy drowns.
I mean, this guy, he can't really fucking do anything at this point. He's going to like thump the side of the bowl again. He's going to like wave his arms, like "Get me out of here," sort of thing. But you can't say anything or do anything.
Yeah.
Over to Grease. Grease is going to try and he's seeing what's happening to his colleague that he thought was fucking hard as nails, but is now getting dunked in a toilet. Look up at V. He's going to try and make a run for the door. He is leaving a combat square though, so V, you're going to get an attack of opportunity against him.
His last mistake will be trying to outrun a Vesk. Apex predators.
I mean, Yasoki are pretty quick, but
yeah, they are quite nippy and bendy.
Vesk are pretty mean.
I've also heard they're actually delicious.
Yeah, and I also told this one specifically to get in a locker and not to run away, so I'm going to punch him in the back of the head.
You're going to punch him in the back of the head on his way past.
Just knock him out. Yeah.
So the roll is what's that? 17 plus 10, so 27 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. So he tries to scoot past you, squeaks, his little shoes squeak on the floor, and you just clock him in the back of the head on the way past. How much damage does that do?
1d3 plus 18. 22 damage.
Oh, with a punch. Oh.
Okay, yeah, so you clock him in the back of the head, he slams into the floor, he loses some teeth. There's a little splatter of blood across the tiles, some of his teeth scale away and go under a toilet stall.
Now put him in the locker.
Well, that's the thing, V gave him a chance to surrender peacefully. They were very nice about it.
And yeah, he's on the floor.
Yeah, well, it's now V's turn.
Just for a bit of flavour, at this point, an Akeshti man comes into the changing room. And he looks shocked, he looks at the scene that's going on, he looks at the Yosaki on the floor with some teeth missing, he looks at Radar dunking one into the toilet.
Radar's going to look back at him.
He says, I'll use the other one. And he slides back out.
You saw nothing!
Is Grease still holding that gun at this point?
No, it's been knocked on the floor somewhere.
Okay.
He doesn't know where it is. He's just trying to get out of
Because
there.
this makes us look a bit bad.
No, just put him in the locker.
Right. And yeah, you look like you've done some serious damage to Grease at this point. He's bleeding on the floor on the tile. And now, V, it is your go.
Yeah, I mean, tell you what, is there a locker in a straight line between V and this Yosaki?
You're just gonna miss! Just pick him up and put him in the locker you've already hit him in!
No, he's skidded across the floor, so he's a few tiles away from
that's
you
what I mean,
now, but
so
he's
I have to move
on
basically.
the floor. Yeah.
So V's,
fair point.
V's going to move up to him, kick him in the back into whichever locker's still open. V doesn't care anymore. They're pissed off. Like
Yeah, makes sense.
this little
damage is
they
his
damaged
shirt.
V's shirt. V's done playing around. They only have so much tolerance for this sort of shit, especially since this one seems really cowardly. So you know how when someone puts their foot against someone's back and then kicks them with all their weight.
Ooh, okay. So you're just gonna curb stomp this guy.
Not curb stomp. They're gonna kick him towards another locker. It's just another unarmed strike, basically.
He's prone and helpless, he can't dodge.
Oh, yeah, that is
You
a good point.
just hit him.
Yeah, no, that is.
You roll
that
to
is a
see
good
if it's
point.
critical. Yeah.
So yeah, you just put your foot on this guy's back and just kick him in the ribs as hard as you can. Roll for damage. Unarmed
It's
strike.
another arm strike.
It's horrendous.
It could be worse. You
That's
could have
18.
their boots on. It's another 4 on the cal drop.
It's another 22.
Another 22.
Yeah, is he dead?
Oh no,
fuck.
V doesn't.
He's not.
V doesn't want to kill him, but
Yeah,
He's
well, you
not
shouldn't have
dead,
kicked
but
him
he
then.
is looking very worse for wear now. He chokes up like a huge cough of blood on the floor, and he's trembling and shaking. He looks like he's on death's door at this point. You have done some serious damage to this poor cowardly
what
rat.
was he expecting? He's 3 foot tall and he picked a fight with a Vesk.
He didn't
Yeah.
know you were going to come into the changing room.
He knew after I was in the changing room. Like I said, V gave
Yeah, he
him the
did.
opportunity to surrender, which is more charitable than V normally
He's
does.
trying to run away.
Yeah, but running away isn't surrendering. Running away is running away. That means you could come back later and do harm.
Anyway, back to the top of the round. Radar, your go.
Radar's going to pull this Yosaki out of the toilet. Who sent you?
I can't tell you, they'll kill us.
Oh, put it back in.
Oh, fuck! He's holding his hands up at this point. He's not even thumping.
Radar's going to pull him back out again. You ready to talk?
The cabal!
Because if you don't tell me, I'll kill you.
The cabal sent us.
The Cabal.
Yes!
Hey V, the Cabal sent them.
Oh, fuck.
Biggest.
Yeah. Where are the Cabal?
What? What do you mean, where are the cabal? They live in the city, don't they?
Drop him back in. Pull him out. Where in the city?
The headquarters in the commercial district. What do you think?
Give me the address.
I don't have the address. They don't give us the address.
Put him in. Pull him out.
I don't have the address, please. Just
Your contact, Will. Who's your contact?
Gomez.
Gomez. V, make a note of that.
Gomez.
Gomez. Where is he?
While you're talking, he's going to try and jab you again with one of his feet and try and take a kick at you.
Raider's just going to drop him back in the thing.
Well, no, he gets that was your go. This is his go.
Yeah.
Still in combat.
Yeah.
Fucking arm strike again. He's not going to win. 15 on the dice. No, that doesn't hit.
No.
He sort of kicks you against the thigh. Doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Radar drops him back in for a bit.
Grease's go. He is just he's got his hands over his head at this point. He's got his hands over his ribs. He's surrendering at this point. And I'm going to say you are now out of combat.
Yay!
Congratulations, you've beat the shit out of 2 gangs.
I like to imagine V's pulled their fist back, just about to slap poor Grease again, and then they've just seen this guy almost laid out, coughing up blood, and they're gonna lower their fist.
Please, don't hurt me anymore.
Alright.
Says Slash from inside the toilet bowl.
Radar pulls the flash.
Yeah, he's thumping the side of the cistern again.
Radar lifts him up.
V's gonna pick up Grease by, I don't know, one of their limbs, and there's Radar, and just a Radar's Van?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Make sure they can't get my guns.
So what, you guys are just going to walk out the changing room doors with these Yosakis strung up?
Is there a way to take them out without going past the main pool?
There's a back entrance to this place, but you don't know where it goes. You haven't come out this changing room the wrong way.
I'm guessing they have towels here, so there'll be a laundry area. If we can just grab a laundry bag and stuff them open or something. Or even just bundle them into a towel.
Sure, there are some towels and a nice little pile, some crisp white towels.
Yeah. Oh, crisp white is bad.
Yeah. Radar's not doing this, by the way. He's still dunking this dude.
Okay. Well,
he's still dunking this dude. Holy fuck.
Yeah. Got to get some information out of him.
Yeah, fine. Well, V wants to take it outside just so that it's not so much of a scene. So.
Yeah, take yours. Go.
All right. Yeah. Try not to cause too much trouble with it one, and don't let him go when we're done.
Radar lifts him out again.
Golden Boulevard. That's all I know.
Golden Boulevard. How do they contact you?
What do you mean? They call us in to the local district and they tell us where to go and we do it and then they pay us.
How much you get paid for this?
Enough.
Yeah,
what's the matter with you?
Wasn't worth it, really, was it? Dunks him. Flushes twice.
Oh god, you're such a bully, Radar.
Radar is such a fucking bully.
Mm-hmm.
And then
guy who comes up to your knee.
Yeah, he left. The dude fucking was going for his mark, so that's no to Radar.
No, that's fair enough.
Yeah. I feel this bullying is justified.
Yeah, no, it absolutely is. These guys are thugs and they deserve everything.
I mean,
they get.
V's still deciding if they're going to kill them both when we're done or not.
Holy shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Radar hadn't gone that far.
Well, here's V's line of thinking, and it's a very V line of thinking. These two report to Gomez. At the end of this, they're going to go back to Gomez and they're going to say, the attack failed, and there are these people protecting them, and this is how hard they fight, and this is what tactics they use.
Yeah.
Alternatively, two men went for Ryder's mum and never reported back.
Yep. Or that could still happen, because basically what Radar's going to do is get them both together and then threaten them to get off planet immediately and go and start a new life somewhere, or he will kill them.
V doesn't trust people.
Yeah.
V doesn't trust they'll do that. They might say, yes, of course, thank you for letting me live, I'm going off planet now. And then they go back to their boss, and then they start forgetting about the beating they took, and they start remembering the strength of numbers.
V. If I can get a word in edgeways a moment, that will require a diplomacy roll if you want to do that, Radar.
Oh, yeah, no, fuck it, kill him.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do? How are you going to dispatch these two? Because they're both helpless. You can do a coup de grace on them if you want.
Oh my god, I do not want to kill a man with a toilet.
Yeah, holy shit.
Yeah. No, Radar is, same way that V's going to do it, find a used towel, wrap this guy up in it and carry him out to the van.
Yeah.
Alright.
Right.
So you bundle these two up in towels. It looks like Aquarobics class is wrapping up. The nice old ladies are still doing their stretches, but they're getting to that point now where some are getting out, some are going towards the jacuzzi and sort of relaxing and sitting in.
Alright.
And they don't notice you carrying out these people in towels. The Patra might... No, she's done. She's done a lot of exercise. She's sort of like bending down and just like drying herself off.
On his way out, Radar's quickly going to like kick some of the broken tiles out the way so it doesn't look fresh.
There's still like blood and teeth in one of the changing rooms, but somebody slips, obviously.
And 2 guns under various things.
Yeah, he'll try and kick the teeth into the drain and maybe pick up the guns, but you know.
Okay,
right, so...
yeah, you pick up both of these guys' guns. They're now disarmed. You pick up 2 cavitation pistols, Vapor.
Cavitation pistol, Vapor. Okay, I won't add those to the weapons list, but they're in the inventory.
Okay, they don't do much damage.
Yeah, I noticed.
Well, I mean, V got shot in the shoulder with one. It did no damage.
It did damage to their shirt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, blew a hole in their shirt, sort of thing. Yeah.
And they have to add another scar to V's ref sheet now.
So you carry these 2 out to the van and sort of chuck them in the back.
Yeah, and then V's going to get in the back with them as well, and is like, so, Slash, Grease.
Wait, Radar's going through their pockets. He wants the car keys.
Going through their pocket. Yeah. Okay. Grease has the car keys, and you take them off him, confiscate them.
And data pads, phones, anything.
They don't have any data pads or phones on them. They just have personal comms units.
Well, not anymore. They don't.
Not anymore. They don't. Yeah. You sort of like take all their shit. They don't complain anymore. They don't say a word at this point. They're just like thoroughly defeated.
Yeah. V's going to tie them together with the titanium rope.
Yes.
Hands forward.
Yeah. You tie them together. Slash is glaring at Grease something fierce. Grease is looking completely dishevelled. He's got blood dripping out from his little rat face. Thoroughly punished. They don't say a word.
Right. So, I heard enough of what was going on in there. Your boss is Gomez?
Gomez, yeah, he's our taskmaster. He gives us jobs to do, we do them, we get paid, and that's the end of things.
And they told us to... They told you what?
They told us to go and pick up some sweet old lady from our Aquarobics class and bring her back to the district. That's all we know.
Told you only, or others?
I don't know. They might have had some other people doing this this op. They tell us what we need to know.
And they told you to bring her where?
To the district.
Golden Boulevard?
Yeah, Golden Boulevard.
Right. And what was the time scale on that?
They gave us, what, an hour or 2 to do that? Depends how long the sweet old lady's Aquarobics class is going to take. Grease is not doing any talking at this point. His mouth looks like it hurts a lot. Yeah. He's just had his teeth smashed out on the tiles.
Gomez.
Slash is doing all the talking.
Describe them. Height, species, age.
He's a shobad. He's about your age. He's wears the same kind of kit we do. He's just a taskmaster. I don't know much about him. They don't tell us much about him. It's need to know basis.
Right, so the way I figure it, in half an hour or so, this Gomez person is expecting you to turn up with what, 2 old ladies? You're supposed to incapacitate them? You're going to kill them?
What? Oh, why the fuck would I do that?
I don't know, why the fuck would you grab old ladies from swimming classes?
Because we were told to, and Grease is like looking kind of horrified at the suggestion that you would kill some sweet old ladies, but Slash is like, no, we were just told to pick them up and drop them off. We were going to like pose as a taxi service or something. If they resisted, then yeah, I guess they wanted us to like forcefully put them in the taxi. But what are they going to do against us?
Well, hire us is what they'll do.
Right.
I don't know.
Listen, mate. All right, you're obviously completely outclassed us. We won't bother going back to Gomez. We'll just skip town. You'll never see us again if you let us go.
I'm going to roll. Does V believe them?
Do a sense motive.
Can Radar do one as well? Sorry, because he is listening.
Oh, you both here? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we both chucked them in the van, and so 18% motive.
18% motive.
21.
18, 21. Yeah, that's enough. They look like they're telling the truth. Yosoki are fairly industrious. If you just like set one out into the wild, they can probably find new jobs and move on from this life of crime, or find another life of crime that doesn't involve kidnapping old ladies. This big hench Slash fellow he's telling the truth. He wants to move on. He has been thoroughly bested, and he's feeling a little sorry for himself.
Right.
As is Grease.
Okay.
Okay. Gentlemen.
I mean, hold on. V's just gonna think a second. I mean, V's now thinking they've gone from murder these people outright to stuff them in the trunk of their car, drive it out into the desert, and leave them there with some water for I don't know until the job is over.
No, we need their car.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah. Do you reckon Ryder's mum would care if her PT Cruiser quote unquote got stolen?
Yes.
Probably.
We want to involve them the least amount as possible. So what we're going to do, V, is this. These two gentlemen are going to get on the next shuttle off of this planet and just go and find their way in the wider cosmos. Aren't you both? Because if I see you both again, I will kill you, and it will be slow.
Yeah, what he said.
Slash is like glaring over you again. He doesn't like the fact that you just high school dunked him into a toilet, but Grease is looking over at him pleadingly now, like, fucking don't, please. And Slash is like, yeah, alright, yeah, we'll get on a shuttle, we'll leave, you'll never see us again. Next one out, we promise.
Yeah. V wants to watch them leave. V wants to see the full trail from them to the spaceport, onto a shuttle, and into the twilight inkiness of space. Because V has trust issues. So
okay, I mean, they are telling the truth. You definitely got that impression, and these two have been thoroughly bested. There's nothing else they can do to you at this point.
That's the thing. V is very much of the trust but verify mindset. So they believe they're going to do it, but they still want to make sure. So they're probably going to
listen. All right, listen. Our car's got a transponder in it. I'll give you the code for it. You can see us go to the spaceport, get on a shuttle, and drive away.
No. We're keeping your car.
No.
That's our car now.
Yeah, we're having your car.
All right, fine.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you a lift down there. Radar, you got their car keys, haven't you? You can make your way back.
Yeah, I'll go. I'll head up to the plaza.
And rip that transponder out as well.
On it! Radar gets out of the van.
Thank you very much for telling us about that.
Whatever. Right, you gonna drive us then? Can you at least take us out of these fucking ropes?
Yeah, I'll take you out of the ropes when we're there. Starts the van.
Oh, Radar's taken all his equipment with him in the duffel bag.
Yeah, that's fair. V's still got Paolo's pistol in case they act fool.
At this point, Ryder's mum and Mel trot out of the swing doors.
Radar's gonna wave.
Chucks a towel over the rats. Shut up.
And yeah, she kind of waves to you, says, "Hey, you guys all right?"
Yeah, no bother. You know, just I've got. I might be heading out just to pick some stuff up from the local shops. Won't be more than a couple of hours, I don't reckon. Radar's gonna head back with you, I think.
No,
okay.
I've got to head into town a minute.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
If
I'll start up the dinner then. I'll get some. I've got to get prepped for the dress rehearsal. You see?
Yeah, fair.
Of course.
Yeah, right.
Do head straight home. Don't get distracted.
Flyby, I'll head out with you. You know, just in case.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
So,
And yeah, these rats in the back of your van are just shaking their heads, looking up at you. What, do you shut the door and you're going to split up again and go different ways?
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to mind. V is literally just going to drive them to a spaceport, watch them buy tickets, watch them get on the shuttle, and watch them leave planet, because
yeah, okay.
V is very hard of trusting, especially with people that fight dirty.
Sure, there's a spaceport nearby. It's not the Central Isle one that you docked in when you came here, but yeah, you easily find a spaceport. You let these rats out. Do you unfasten their vines and get them out the towels or anything?
Yeah, V'll even give them some water and stuff to clean up a bit.
Grease is biting down on the towel at this point, trying to mop up some of the blood from his massive wounds that you gave him.
Sadly, V can't give them their teeth back, but
no, they're in a drain. It's fine. Your socky teeth grow back very quickly. He'll be fine.
Yeah, as far as the people at the pool are concerned, someone's had a nosebleed.
A really severe nosebleed across the entire room.
Someone slipped, fell on the tile, and dropped their guns.
Yeah.
I know, we picked up the guns. We didn't leave evidence.
Okay, yeah. Back at the pool while you're doing this, there's going to be there's going to be some Yosaki who's mopping up the floor, and he might look down the drain and see the glimmer of some yellowy teeth in there. And be like, and he'll carry on mopping.
No, he's trying to plunge a toilet right now, and there's a lot of hair coming out. He's not quite sure why.
Oh, someone's had fun in here.
It's a man with ladder. He gets around.
He gets around. But yeah, V, you take these guys to the nearest spaceport. They don't struggle. They don't fight back.
Yeah.
They sort of nod to you respectfully in that kind of way.
Yeah, they fucking did.
In a thank you for letting us live kind of way.
Yeah. I'm letting them live. This is a big step for V. A few campaigns ago, V would have just outright murdered them because it's tidier. V's taking a risk, letting them live, but only because they seemed genuine.
Yeah, no, they're definitely telling the truth. You've got that much. And yeah, they buy tickets to Castrovel. They get on board a commercial shuttle. It takes off, and yeah, Slash and Grease are gone, and they're allowed to live.
Off they fuck.
Off they fuck.
V's going to take a close look at the communicators they left as well when they're back in the van. They're just going to sit back in the van, just like sigh heavily, rub their shoulder, like where it's got like the massive bullet gouged through it. They're going to strip off their Godzilla shirt, sadly. It's stained with blood. Massive rip through one of the shoulders. It's like,
it's not even that much blood. It's just like a little spatter. It's more the giant hole in there. It's got little burn marks around the side of it.
You shouldn't wear my favourite shirt today. But they're just going to sigh and fold it up under the bench seat.
These personal communicators that you got off these mooks, they're standard ones. They've got a range of about 100 meters. They were just for keeping in track with each other, by the looks of things.
All right. Well, they'll stash them in the glove box.
Yeah.
And then.
Okay. And Radar, are you like heading back home, following the Hover PT Cruiser back home?
He was going to head into town, but thinking about it, that probably wouldn't be best without V there. So he's just going to take that car without the transponder because he's ripped it out.
Sure. Take this gang car back to Ryder's mum's place.
Probably. I don't know if we park it up outside because.
Well, yeah. What are you going to do with it?
I have a question for the GM.
Go on.
The runabout.
Runabout?
Lower down the cargo ramp, fold up the seats. How big is inside?
Oh, you're not going to fit a sedan in there.
You're not going to fit a sedan in there, no.
It barely
quite
fits
cramped.
people.
No.
Do they have a driveway?
They do have a driveway, but they've not seen you driving this car before. Might be a little suspicious.
Yeah. And more to the
just roll down the window and wave to them.
More to the point.
Yeah, where'd you get the car from?
Found it.
Yeah, because V's thinking as they drive back what to do with this car. Because if you leave it outside the drive and some more of these Ysoki henchmen come, are they more or less likely to attack if they see one of their own vehicles parked up? Are they going to think, oh, someone else has got it in hand? Or are they going to think, shit, something must have gone wrong and they took their car?
Why don't we just park it on the driveway and take the plates off it?
Yeah,
I guess they'll probably still recognise it. I mean, if someone took the plates off my car, I'd still know it was mine.
It's a white car.
White sedan. It's a bad guy car.
It's a white sedan.
Maybe cover it or something.
Yeah, could do. Got some camo net in the thing.
Throw a tarpaulin over it. You got some fish net.
Oh god,
you
yeah.
can chuck over it.
No, we're not like putting the fish net over it. We need that.
There's actually tarpaulin in the runabout, isn't there? Because it's what we strung Bath's bike up with. So yeah, we'll just throw a tarpaulin over it on the driveway.
Sure. Okay.
V's going to radio, like, comm over to Radar while driving back. It's like,
How'd you get on?
Well, the seats have heating, despite us being on a desert planet. The air conditioning's really nice, but it does crab right slightly.
I mean, I can probably dial it out if you want to take a look at it later.
Wait, hang on, I think I got it. And then you hear the sound of, like, a dashboard being hit really hard.
Cronk.
Yeah.
where?
Oh, I got it. Yeah.
Quality merchandise. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking it's probably best if we keep that thing covered up until it becomes useful at least.
Yeah, well, I've got a tarp in the back of the runabout, that'll do.
You know what this means, though? This is a formal declaration of war. It's 100% begun.
Oh, yeah, we're going to go and basically destroy this gang. Yeah.
And we know
Please do.
we know that Ryder's up to something among them. And I don't know if that explosion was the trigger point or whether that was just coincidental, but it seems suspicious to me that there's a big explosion in the city and then this gang starts gunning for Ryder's mum. I reckon we need a 24-hour watch from now on.
V, this is going to end only one way, and that's you, me, Ryder's mum, Ryder's other mum, and maybe Ryder stood atop a mound of dead gangers.
I mean, I'm hoping that Ryder's mum and Ryder's mum out of this, but...
My god, V, that would be a great mural to paint on the side of your van.
Make it happen.
That would absolutely get me pulled over.
Says V designing it.
It's a true story.
It's I mean, V's got her, like, the decals on the side, they're like hollow ones, so they, like...
Yeah.
They change,
They hover, like, a couple of centimetres off from the panel of the van, and they can be turned on and off.
Where is it? In my head, it's like the Army of Darkness poster.
I know the one you mean as well. V gets back to Ryder's mum's house, sees Radar's, like, covering up the hover sedan, and then I think they're pretty much like, right, from now on, we're at DEFCON, I don't know, 1, say.
No, V, we're at DEF CON party time.
I mean, we need to start thinking fully tactically in terms of if you wanted to capture 2 old ladies on this planet, what you do about it. Because they're clearly not sending their best and brightest now, but the longer those 2 guys take to show up, the more they're going to start thinking about alternatives. And I'd bet folding money that they know where Ryder's mum lives.
So,
You know that they know where Ryder's mum lives because
so
she
the
told
macro
you.
plan is we just blow them all up.
Yeah, I'm thinking offense and defense here. We need to make sure that Ryder's mum's house stays secure. We need to make sure that no one gets to Ryder's mum, and then we need to think about how we're going to murder a whole bunch of these rat fuck bastards before they can enact whatever plan they've got against Ryder's mum. I mean, I'm planning on scoping out the place from the van tonight, keeping an eye out for anything suspicious.
Yeah, good call. I'll post up in the
Yeah.
window again.
Okay, so yeah, you both make your way back to Tabitha and Mel's house. There are no more gangs following you. You check behind you to make sure you aren't being followed. Everything seems just fine, but you remain cautious. And it's another calm, peaceful evening in Roseborough Avenue now. It's the evening now. The insects have started to chirp. Sun is starting to crest the horizon and turn the sky a beautiful pinky-orange colour. The red sun slowly sinks and melts into the sandy haze. It looks like a few of the neighbours are having a barbecue on their lawn, and the kids are like laughing and playing next to them. Very nice, peaceful atmosphere here. A far cry from the violent battle you guys were just in. How hungry are V and Radar?
V's pretty hungry at this point. They haven't eaten since breakfast.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you
Also,
park up and you head back inside. Sorry, Radar, go on.
Yeah, you know that Radar only has 2 default states when it comes to hunger, and that's hungry and dead.
Sure. Well, you park up and you head back inside. There's the smell of cooking meat and sort of sizzling sauce. Taliesin opens the door for you this time and doesn't slam it in your faces.
Hey.
Thank you, Taliesin. Radar takes off his boots.
V's gonna quietly sneak upstairs and grab a fresh shirt before they go see Tabby and Mel.
Yeah, they haven't noticed that you parked a new vehicle in their driveway with a tarpaulin thrown over it.
Yeah. Radar pets the frog.
Yeah, the frog shuts its eyes and it starts kicking its leg against the floor in that way dogs do. You know it's good when they start closing their eyes and kicking their leg.
Yeah. It's so weird. Yeah, Radar's going to tidy up himself.
You're a voice from the kitchen. Tabitha's like, you want to make yourself comfortable. I'll get the tea on and start dinner. You can sit on the HoloNet if you like. I'm sure there's some blood sports on the HoloNet if you boys are into that sort of thing.
V's going to flick on and see if there's anything new about that explosion. And
okay.
they're also going to pass Radar one of those radios that they picked up, just in case, on the off chance that all of these gangers use the same frequency or the same encryption.
Yeah.
You know, it might
Okay,
be a good early
you-
warning symbol.
You go into
Fantastic.
the lounge and you like flip the news on, and you hear Tabitha she's talking to someone on her personal data pad. You can't quite hear what she's saying, but the news comes on, and it's this. It's like a brightly coloured, over-the-top news graphic with like these big 3D letters that spiral onto the screen that says HNN on this bright red background. Dramatic musical font playing in the background. Very 80s news, and there's a smartly dressed Lashunta in a grey suit with these gleaming white teeth, greasy side-parted hair, and a Gaston chin. Sort of shuffles some data sheets in his hands. He says, "You're watching the Hyperwave News Network at Relativistic 6. I'm Chuck Benson." And then the camera angle changes, and he turns in his chair to face the new framing.
Chuck Benson.
Chuck Benson.
He sort of says, "Chaos and panic today in the capital city of Akaton as a San Javal freighter reportedly lost control and started shedding parts over the desert, before it crashed into an industrial warehouse in the city center. We are being told by the local authorities that the damage was localized and minimal, and the fires are now under control. No deaths have been reported yet, but so far 17 people have been hospitalized and 4 are still reported missing. We have got some amateur footage of the event as it unfolded here. Viewers are advised that they may find what they are about to see disturbing."
Ooh, turn it up.
I love your newscaster voice, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Chuck Benson was actually mentioned in an earlier episode, I think, by Baff, so I wanted to put him into the RP again at some point. And yeah, it cuts away from this newscaster to this datapad video that was being shot in portrait mode,
Oh my god.
and it's some It's some Aspraxa vlogger, and they're quite high up, possibly on a balcony of some sort, on a mega tower block in the city centre. They seem quite lackadaisical. They're like, "Hi guys, it's your boy Captain Feathers here. The citywide alert siren is going off. I just want some peace and quiet. I'm supposed to be on vacation." And then they go silent. And they hear screams and yells coming from the tower blocks around them. And the footage, does the shaky cam thing, zooms in on something in the sky and then focuses on it. Oh my god, what is that? And you see this fireball hurtling down towards the city. It looks like a meteor, but it soon materializes as the front end of a transport freighter. It doesn't look like it's powered, it's just sort of gliding in. It's got no cargo crate strapped to the side of it, but you can see bits of glass, antenna, communication dishes, panels just tumbling off the sides of it. It's made no attempt to slow down when it hit the atmosphere. And you can see this thing just tumbling down from the sky like a giant burning sycamore seed. There's more screams. It goes behind the city skyline and finally just erupts into this huge cloud of dust and fire, and the camera shakes. There's a shockwave. There's more screams, and the cameraman's trembling. It's like, oh my god, what's just happened? And you can see Tabitha leaning through the doorway at this point. She's like, bloody hell.
Yeah.
And it cuts back to like aerial drone footage of the crash site. And it's spliced in with various close-ups. There's like police and fire crews on the scene. There's one of those enormous Kefkal tripod creatures, and it's got water tanks strapped to its legs and cannons.
Using it as a fire engine.
Yeah, and it's like spraying water on the smouldering wreckage. And it cuts to a shot of a tuk-tuk that was parked in the street somewhere, and it's now got a huge bent piece of metal smashed into the driver's compartment with part of the San Javal logo printed on the side of it. V, can I get a perception and piloting roll?
Okay, so the perception is 17.
Right.
And piloting is 15, and it was a nat 1.
Ugh.
Still 16.
It's 16.
It's still 16. But yeah, you're kind of looking at these shots. You just about recognise from one of the shots the layout of the streets from one of the street level perspectives, and you drove through this very district yesterday in order to get through the city.
Oh, is this that scummy area?
Yeah, it seems to have crashed right in the middle of one of those abandoned industrial districts with all the burning barrels and dead Stanleys outside. And Tabitha's like, that's mad. That place is only 4 megablocks away from where Ryder and I used to live.
First of all, I love that every van is now a Stanley. And second of all, V's going to bring up the map quickly and check out the location of Golden Boulevard.
Hang on. Yeah, Tabitha?
Yes?
How long have you lived here?
Oh, we've lived here about 2 or 3 years.
Okay, would you say that there's still, like, meta information out there that says you live near that?
Oh, no. We've updated all of our information. The postman knows where to deliver our letters now. We've got the milkman's changed. We've done all the bills. No, I don't think we're tied to that place anymore. No, it's just in the city.
Okay, that's fine then. That's good. Yeah.
V and Radar exchange glances.
Yeah.
Chuck is like talking over this footage. He's like, we've been told that the vessel was uncrewed at the time that it entered the city's proximity field. At this time, San Javal has refused to comment or provide any explanation as to this tragedy. Police crews are asking Pact World citizens with any information to come forward to the authorities. And yeah, Tabitha's looking. She's looking at you two for a moment. She's got a data pad in her hands and says, "I've just got off the phone with the director. That happened this morning while we were shopping. Terrifying. That could have landed right on top of us."
Yeah, it could have.
The director?
Yeah, the director of my play. He's just called. He told me the city centre's gone into lockdown. There's police and ambulances everywhere. Barely anyone can get to the dress rehearsal. So that's been cancelled.
No, I was quite looking forward to it.
Sucks. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess I've just got to run my lines from home, and hopefully it'll be all right in the night, as they say.
Aye, fair.
But yeah, looks like we've got another night in if you want. So we'll have dinner, and then I guess it's up to you boys what you want to do for a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, I've got a bit of work I need to do on my van, so after dinner I'll excuse myself, I'll be outside, but...
Yeah, I'll give you a hand with that as well, V.
Yeah.
We'll sort of orbit for tonight, I guess, if that's okay with you.
Oh, that's fine. Yes, that's fine.
Yeah.
And then, so yeah, after dinner, V and Radar are going to definitely set up the electric net trap.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Mel comes in with like a little dinner tray. She's like, it's ready. I've got one for each of you, and yeah, she hands you this plate of curry, and it's got a little portion of rice next to it. She says it's grackle curry. I don't think have you had grackle before?
Oh yeah, I like grackle.
Yes.
Radar is not waiting and is immediately tucking in.
You immediately tuck in. I'm now going to roll for cooking because they both have cooking skill. Ooh, okay. It's delicious. It's perfectly balanced in terms of flavour. It's very filling, very tender. The meat has got a texture akin to lamb. It's very flavourful and seasoned to absolute perfection.
Munch.
And yeah, Tabs and Mel are eating something a little more meagre. It looks like lentils or rice, a little portion of fish and veggies. But you two tuck into your meals, either watch some more blood sports on Holovids. Mel insists that we switch over to Bargain Hunt at some point after they finish.
That's just signal to start setting things up.
Yeah, I was going to say, after a polite amount of time hanging out with Mel and Tab, V and Radar are going to head outside and set up the net trap that V bought the components for yesterday. So 18 plus engineering, so I don't know, 28 plus whatever Radar rolls.
+2, I'm assisting.
Okay, so 30.
Okay, so where are you going to put this thing? Are you going to put it just on the top of the house, or
I mean,
or hiding in a
from a tactical
bush or something?
From a tactical perspective, the best place to look to mount it would be on the roof somewhere, and it's probably tied into.
Why don't we ask if we can have to license?
Yeah, I was going to say probably tied into Lyson.
You were going to upgrade to Lyson at some point as well.
Yeah.
That was another thing that Tabs asked you to do.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's up to you guys what you want to do.
I take that as tactical permission.
Yeah, should we do that, like a full thing of that next session then? Because
Yeah,
I'm getting very tired.
Yeah, I'm going to say V and Radar are probably quite tired at this point. So instead of setting up the defensive traps tonight, V's just going to take point watching from their van.
Right.
Yeah.
And Radar's probably
Okay,
going to be
cool.
taking point watching from his sniper's nest. And they probably just alternate throughout the night.
Okay. So yeah, you both sort of tuck in for the night. Keep an eye. Keep cautious. It's another quiet night. There's a little pillar of smoke that was rising up from the city of Arl. You can just see a little tower of steam now, and it sort of joins in with the other pollution coming out of Arl city centre. You can hear one or two emergency sirens distantly. Aside from that, all is peaceful.
Good.
But there's a fire in the distance. And we'll end it there.
Brilliant. That was fun as fuck, that one. Yeah.
Cool. Moshi Moshi, and once again, thank you for listening to Cosmopunk. If you're still hankering for more, check out our Twitter and the community Discord. Links are in the description below. If you want to support us, check out our Ko-fi store. Tips from amazing people are very much appreciated. We'll be seeing you all in 2 weeks' time for another episode. But until then, shoot straight and roll high. Bye!